Oh, hello, what's up, guys? Not Super Mario here. And Matits, of course, like always. It's Friday, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is back, and we are here to talk about it. How's it going, Matits?
Ah, it's going.
It's going. Well, that's nice to hear. But of course, we are here to talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the latest episode, episode 4. If you've seen or heard us talk about the previous episode, you know we weren't the biggest fan of it. We
Fact.
thought that uh, editing, pacing, some character decisions weren't the best.
Mm,
There are some stuff that has been talked about the third episode. That there was a lot of things that they had to reshoot and kind of jumble and mumble around because of some plot lines that were too similar to coronavirus. And Disney decided, you know what, let's not make a movie or TV show in this case that has so much about it. So maybe that's one of the reasons why it was so kind of like choppy
mm,
in times. But
mhm.
thankfully, we got Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 4, which, in my opinion, and I think in yours as well, is the best episode so far.
I
Would you
think
agree?
so. Yeah. I really enjoyed this one. This one was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, it. First of all, it got back to what the first and the second episode was. Pacing was much better. We got some character development. Some characters that were kind of pointless so far got some meaning to it. Some new additions, some pleasant surprises as well. And yeah, overall, I think if we said that the previous one was kind of like a 5 or something, and the previous two were around 7, 7.5, I can honestly say this is an 8, in my opinion.
Mm.
And yeah, let's just start with the biggest thing of this episode, I will say. Bad Captain America. If you thought that he is a dick before, well, I mean, this episode kind of proves that he is a problematic character, let's say like that.
Mm.
What did you think about his progression, John Walker's arc in this episode?
Yeah, I definitely knew it was coming because they were setting it up hard, and it made sense. I thought that I really liked Wyatt Russell here.
Mm-hmm.
It's really the best that he has been in this show so far. I really liked how what a little bitch he was every time he lost a fight.
Yep.
He was like, "Oh, I want to be. They weren't even a super soldier," and it made sense for his character to kind of like. I was surprised that he, by the third act action sequence, he already took the serum.
Yep.
So I was surprised by that. But yeah, I think that they are making him the main antagonist of this show.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that his ego was tested a couple of times, and he just
His dad was
yeah,
ego
his
in
dad was
this.
ego. Was tested a couple of times, and he just couldn't handle it and decided to take the super serum. And now he is a super soldier. I don't know if there's gonna be any bad consequences to that because you don't really know how this super serum works on like individuals. It could mean that it's gonna have bad influence on him, but also his character showcases that he had some issues beforehand. He is like anger issues, always nervous and kind of angsty, and having a big problem accepting other people's opinion or directions.
Yeah, it's definitely the leader mentality. I
Yeah.
definitely wanted to be the significant voice in everything.
Hmm.
It was a. I think that's a bad part of him that will be even bigger now
Yeah,
when he
it's
took the
gonna be
serum.
even more enhanced, and he's gonna
Mhm.
be even a bigger dick, bigger
Yeah.
threat. And like you said, I think that I think it's gonna be that he is now the main protagonist of this show, even though we have only 2 more episodes left. But yeah, there was a lot of things going on with him. That ending scene was pretty brutal. I think it was the way that he kind of just lose it. I kind of understand the way he reacts. He just lost his best friend. Well, yeah, Battlestar is dead, so bye bye Battlestar.
Yep.
And he loses it and kills this Flag Smasher very publicly. So, what do you think is gonna happen with him in the next two episodes? Do you think the government is gonna be like, "Bye bye, you did it, you did the wrong thing," or
Yeah.
we talked about it? There, we wouldn't be surprised if the government is corrupt. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
and
but it was a very public scandal here, and the guy was clearly like he was what's the expression? He wasn't fighting back. He
oh yeah,
surrendered.
yeah, yeah, he
He
surrendered.
surrendered.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I think that they will take the shield away from him, and he will go rogue. And I don't know. I think that he will go after Carly.
Yep, probably. Yeah,
Uh, and I think that that there's gonna be a big fight between him and Bucky and Sam.
yeah, and also Sam kind of knows that he took super serum. I
Hmm.
mean, in the fight, he sees and he asks him, "What the hell did you do?" So they now have to be worried what he's gonna do with this super strength and power that he now has. But talking about Carly Morgenthau, this is the first episode I finally cared about Flag Smashers.
You know,
So far, I was just like, oh, this is a group of people who try and help, I guess, but their actions don't speak really in in a good way. Let's say that they're doing
yeah.
something good. And also, I was just kind of bothered that their name is kind of funny still, in my opinion.
I like it. I like it.
But they finally gave them purpose, especially Carly Morgenthau. First of all, this was the first time she was threatening in any way, showcasing
Phone
her
call.
power, but also
Yeah.
that scene when she's talking to Sam's sister. I think that was the first time I was actually like, oh, that's good. That's like I feel threatened. I feel that she is also going through this. She is trying to do some good, but the way she does it, it's not the best way. And I really appreciated that scene when Sam is trying to talk her out of this thing that she's doing, even though she's trying to convince him to come and help her, uh, to like that her purpose is the best way to help people, even though it's not.
Yeah.
So, what did you think about Flag Smashers in this episode?
I'm not the biggest fan of them. I still find them a little too dull for my liking. I did like the phone call that she gave to Sarah. I said in my reaction that that's the first time I kind of found her threatening in this show. Overall, I don't really think that they are the best as good as they could have been. I still think that they should have opened the show
Flag Smashers.
with kind of like, yeah, with them on the mission. We got that little thing in first episode when they were the heist, but I think that we should just like see their full on plan to kind of like connect with them
I think
from the very
that
start.
if they would start with Flag Smashers when they were in the blip time, like those 5 years when they were like in control and trying to make a world a better place, and they were kind of casted away when everybody came back. I think that their purpose and what they're trying to do would be more powerful now in this episode or in general in this show if we would open with them in that 5 year time. I think.
Yeah.
But like you said, I feel that now I understand them better and they are better characters, especially Carly. But yeah, they are kind of dull and still don't have a lot to do. They're just like exploding facilities in countries and moving vaccines and supplies. But I mean, we had this Dunya part in the funeral. We still don't know. Uh, I mean, yes, I get it why they took the super serum, but like to be more prepared for all the obstacles in
Yeah,
the
that's it. That's it for the heists and
yeah for
everything.
the heists. But I honestly, like you said, I want something even more out of them, not just being this like side characters who do something.
Yeah.
uh, but I feel that we are getting more. At least that. At least we got that in this episode. But yeah, I this Dunya character was had a funeral. The character that died in previous episode. It looks
Mm.
like she was kind of like a mom to everybody, like in this flag smashers, whatever
Yeah,
they are.
but see, once again, we didn't see her do anything.
Yeah,
Like, make
she just
me,
died.
yeah, yeah, make me care about them and everything. I don't know. It's weird, weird storytelling.
Yeah, I don't see a particular meaning to her, like to this mom character to everybody, if we don't even know why she died, what was she actually doing, and why was she so important to everybody. So it's
Hmm.
really hard to connect or even understand what was the meaning of that. I mean, yes, Carly is now sad and maybe angry, and maybe she's gonna be more destructive, but in
Yeah,
general, that doesn't do anything for the show because we don't feel the loss of this character at all, because the only way that we know her that she's dead. That's pretty much it, and nothing
hmm,
else. So yeah, that's still a lot of things to do there, but we only have 2 more episodes, so I doubt we are gonna get like any more explanation or any more like depth in those characters.
yeah.
Um, but moving on to one of the best parts of this episode, Wakanda is back. We open with Wakanda 6 years
Hmm.
ago with Io, I think it's her name.
Yeah.
I think,
Hmm.
and White Wolf, Winter Soldier, uh, talking, and Io trying to like with the words that kind of activate Winter Soldier, and we see that it doesn't work anymore. But we also see how affected by that time Winter Soldier is, and I think Sebastian Stan did an amazing job
Yeah.
with his performance. I mean, we opened really sad, and it made me sad seeing Sebastian Stan unhappy. Wasn't happy about that.
Yeah. Hmm.
But I think his performance was really amazing in that scene, and in general, I think Sebastian Stan, in my opinion, so far the best part of the show.
Yeah, definitely. Especially, I was talking about this also in the first episode. I was much more invested in his personal story in that first episode, and
Mm-hmm.
also here than than Sam's. But yeah, I have to. Yeah, Sebastian Stan was great in that opening scene, and it's like it's such a shame. I would love to see like 10 episodes of this show to kind of spend even more time with him
Mm-hmm.
in that time in Wakanda. You know, you could have like you could make almost entire episode. You know, going in flashbacks what he was doing in there to make that payoff even bigger. But yeah, I thought that was great with that flashback.
Yeah, and Wakanda was not just back in a flashback. Dora Milaje kicked some ass, and
Hmm.
that was awesome to see. Io and a couple more getting Zemo, because they won Zemo because Zemo killed T'Chaka, which is completely understandable why Dora Milaje would try to get Zemo back to Wakanda, probably in prison, do something to him. I don't know.
Hmm.
At the end, that doesn't. It's not successful because Zemo says goodbye, you fight, and I'm gonna go bye bye.
Yeah, he escaped.
Yeah, and one thing that I really appreciated about Zemo in this episode, he was more Zemo than he was Zemo in the previous episode.
It seems like they really reshot almost everything from his like Zemo's part in the previous episode.
And I like that he is back being this menacing, god complex guy, creepy at times. I mean, he had the scenes with the kids and was creepy, singing Baba Black Sheep and giving them sweets and then saying cute kids. I was not. Uh, it made me feel uncomfortable, to be
Well,
completely honest. But I like that they are bringing Zemo back. Not this meme Zemo. Yes, it's funny. Zemo dancing. I get it. Marvel did a
no.
lot of stuff. Like they released an hour-long Zemo dancing part. Then they also released the extended part from the show that didn't end up in the episode. I get it. It's funny. It's memeable. Views are gonna be there and people are gonna be happy. But I want Zemo from Civil War, and I think we are getting back there, and I like that. But talking about Wakanda, the fight between Dora Milaje and Battlestar, the Dick Captain America, was awesome. I would say,
Yeah. And also Sam and Bucky were in
and
there.
also Sam and Bucky. At the end, they were trying to stop. I mean,
Yeah.
trying, because Dora Milaje just kicks some ass.
Did
But
you like the hand move?
oh, the hand move was amazing. I was blown away
Yeah.
by it. I was like, you mentioned like Kill Bill style,
Yeah.
and I mean, I was surprised, and even Bucky was surprised. Like, Falcon asks him, "Did you know they can do that?"
Yeah,
Nope.
surprised Pikachu face
Yeah.
from Bucky.
That was awesome to see. And when one of those Dora Milaje characters picked up the shield, that was fucking awesome. That was.
Oh yeah.
I was like, during my reaction, the shield suits her so much more than
John Walker.
John Walker. Yeah, and it hurts his ego so much that he.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like you said, Wyatt Russell is amazing, and people threatening him for being a good character, like he's playing the role. Calm your tits down, Jesus Christ! I mean, it's just a character. But yeah, I like that. I really appreciated that they brought Wakanda back and Dora Milaje. It kind of brightened the episode and like what I'm expecting now, and I think it really worked well. What do you think
Yeah,
about that?
yeah, it definitely made, this is still MCU story. It made it feel like it's still part of this huge world, and yeah, I really liked the inclusion of Wakanda in here. I was very surprised, like at the end of the previous episode. I truly did not expect for Dora Milaje to show up.
Yeah, and also, I mean, Power Broker has been mentioned once again.
Yeah, and what is Sharon doing? Sharon seems so shady. Like what was, I don't know, like with her at the end tracking
I mean,
Walker.
that
What
was
was that?
Sam, like,
Oh, were they okay?
yeah, they were
The hooks
talking
on
that he
that.
needs another favor. So
Okay,
she
okay,
was
okay, okay.
helping Winter Soldier and Sam. But also, first of all, I didn't expect Sharon to be back, like at all in this show.
Yeah.
So that was surprising, and I like
But I
Emily Van
mean,
Camp.
what she had to do here was like, okay, you can
Nothing,
shoot
yeah,
that in 15
yeah,
minutes, yeah.
yeah.
But it also made me think when you were saying like there were a lot of stuff reshot. It seemed that way in the previous episode, or in that Mad Report.
Mad
Is that
Report,
the,
yeah, Mad Report.
yeah? In that action sequence, it seemed like it was very brisk. Like they didn't have enough resources to shoot that. The action sequence. It was like over in 20 seconds.
Oh yeah, when Winter Soldier is fighting. You mean that one?
No. I mean when they escape, when the lady is shot and they run outside and Sharon reveals herself.
Okay, yeah.
Like that chase was, they get the message on the phone like she's dead. Like
Yeah, and then
find
Sharon
find her killer.
shoots
And
a
it's like
couple
two
of
guys,
people.
yeah,
Yeah.
two guys after them, and then that's just it. I thought that the action sequences in this episode were all just like great.
Yeah, and if those rumors or I don't know if their effects are true. It kind of hurt, especially like the previous episode, but kind of the show in general, because the pacing was so abrupt in the previous episode, at least for us. I know we are in minority, and the majority of people think that the previous episode was absolutely amazing. We don't think so. But if those reshoots are true, it felt. And when you watch and when you rewatch the episode, the ADR is really weird at times. Some of the blocking and the way dialogue is shot is kind of weird as well. So I think that was like less minute reshoots. So maybe that's the reason why the previous episode was so weird.
And when we are talking about the shots, how do you feel about the cinematography in this show?
I mean, it's you say it's uninspiring at times.
I think it looks like I shot some of the stuff, because I don't like without Steadicam and stuff. I do get like I have a feeling that they are trying to have that Jason Bourne style in the moment spy espionage type camera movement. But I don't know, when the camera was kind of like going through rooms, especially when they capture Battlestar and they are dragging him on the floor. Like the camera is like waggling through the room.
Yeah.
Like it felt kind of amateurish to me. I don't know.
I mean, since I am really into movies and directing and all of those things and making our movies, I was never a huge fan of handheld. Never.
Yeah.
It's even if you have like a steady hand and you really try to, and I don't even, when people say that it gets you more invested, like emotionally, I get it in action. Sometimes I get it in action, like to be in action. But I just recently rewatched Batman Begins, and some of the action, especially the
that's more editing, I would say.
Yeah, but also especially the last sequence when Batman and Ra's al Ghul are fighting on a train, so choppy, so all over the place. You don't know what the frick is going on, and I don't like it.
And the dialogue is happening in between cuts, and it feels awkward
and
there.
When you've got an amazing stunt team, use it in a way you can showcase their work. Don't, when a person jumps, I don't need to see 3 cuts. Like jump, then in the air, then the hit. Those don't need to be 3 cuts. Make it 1 shot, and it's gonna look better, and it's gonna showcase the stunt performer's work in a better way, at least in my opinion. And also with all the handheld and kind of like emotional blah blah blah, I much prefer like just a steady shot on a tripod, and I don't know, push in, push out, or really full close up. It works much better, at least in my opinion. And we kind of, like, me and you kind of have the same style, like shooting movies, because we both love Fincher. We both like we use more simple shots that make more sense in an environment or in action that we are shooting. But it's just a preference. But I would agree that sometimes, even though action is good, it's kind of all over the place, and it's really hard to follow what is going on.
Yeah, and what I meant, like, it didn't even bother me in between action moments. I just there were some like shots that were kind of long, and the camera was just
tracking them.
Handheld, and it just, I didn't have a problem with cinematography in action scenes. I just thought that there were some down moments where I don't know, it just kind of felt weird. I just like I would do it differently.
When we make a Marvel show, we can do it differently.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were talking about Sharon. So Sharon, she was back for like 2 scenes pretty much. But the big question that I have after this episode: who is Power Broker? It's been mentioned a couple of times. One thing that I don't want to see. I was completely okay with Engineer being a person that we are not gonna see now, but it's been confirmed by the writer and directors of WandaVision that Engineer is gonna appear somewhere. I don't mind
Yeah.
that. But don't do that again with Power Broker because you kind of use that in WandaVision. So
Hmm.
if you're gonna mention Broker so many times, just make Power Broker a visible character. uh, or maybe if he's an invisible person, then he can be invisible. But I don't want to see Power Broker yet again, another character just off screen. Make it Sharon Carter. I would be like, I don't think it works for her character, but that there's a lot of
Yeah.
things that happen to her that would make it understandable that she would go kind of rogue and trying to find
Yeah, but I
this.
don't see her making super soldier serum.
True that. I don't know why. What kind of agenda would she have to make that? I don't know
Yeah.
why. But I want to see who Power Broker is. Do you think we're gonna get it?
Yeah, I think that Power Broker will show up in this show. I'm just not sure if it will be a reveal or if it will just be a random character.
So you don't think there is somebody huge cast like that, somebody who's casted in this role and it's gonna be like bam? Because
Yeah, I don't know.
one thing is for sure, Madripoor is a huge thing in comics, and I
Mhm.
doubt they would like introduce Madripoor and do nothing with Madripoor because just in comics, Wolverine is pretty much all the time there. So and X-Men are always there. Deadpool is like strolling around Madripoor. There's a lot of characters that are out of Madripoor, and I think it's a big fictional city in the comics to not make it a permanent thing. At least
Yeah,
like that we are gonna see it in future shows or maybe films.
yeah, and it looked beautiful, like
And
how
it
they
looks
shot
beautiful.
that town.
Not
Yeah,
not in the daylight. It was better in the nighttime. I would say.
yeah,
So I think that if there's somebody who's in charge of such a big important place in the comics, and Power Broker is a huge character, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think that they they cast somebody who not that is like let's say Brad Pitt huge, but it is an actor or an actress who is very known. I would say.
yeah, yeah. People are saying that there is a cameo in the next episode, but we don't know, like if that's like a Power Broker or something else. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we get the character to be seen on the screen, not just off screen.
Mm.
Isaac says, I like the shot where John Walker throws the shield to the wall and they stayed for a few seconds only showing the shield that symbolized the transformation of John Walker to US Agent. Well, US Agent in the comics is the bad version of Captain America, so yeah, the last scene and pretty much the whole episode was kind of foreshadowing this reveal of him being a bad character.
Yeah, I
I
did like that shot. Yeah, when he threw it to the
yeah,
wall and the
it
shot
was good.
stayed on it.
But also sometimes I wish I wouldn't know so much about comics. I mean, I don't know a lot, but those kind of surprises, I would be much more happier if I wouldn't know them. I wouldn't know about them.
Yeah, yeah. I don't have a problem with that. I don't know shit about the comics. So.
Yeah, I tell you about it.
Yeah, yeah, but I always because how popular MCU is, I get videos and everything, so I
True
just
that, yeah,
get to
true
know
that.
everything.
Uh, but yeah, I think that this show. Now we've got only two more episodes. I honestly don't know what like the big finish is gonna be. I think that is much more
Yeah,
in the loop or in the like much more big of a like this show can have much bigger surprises in my opinion that WandaVision had because WandaVision at the end was like all the speculations were wrong and nothing of those big things that people were speculating happened. And I think that because of not for this show, there's not so much speculation. So I think if there's just like this little thing that will happen, it can be much more surprising. And I honestly don't know where this is gonna end. You said that probably the shot from the trailer is one of the last shots when Falcon
Sam is
and
training.
Sam
Yeah.
are training and together, throwing the shield around. That potentially probably is the last shot. But what do you think this show ends? How this show ends? I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen with Zemo.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know.
Yeah, we still have to get that shot of Zemo, in front of the monument,
Yeah.
and Bucky pointing the gun at him. But I'm very happy right now because I think that we burned through all of the action sequences from the trailers, right? I don't think there's anything left for the show.
Mm-hmm.
I think that all that we saw from the action was already in these 4 episodes. So yeah, I think that there's something. Yeah, there is a big climactic action that we didn't see anything from. I think that that's going to be exciting. But yeah, I don't. I think that I think that John Walker will have like a showdown. Like I was expecting when Zemo was shooting at
Carly.
Harley in this episode. I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if he just kills her here. But I think that we will have showdown between Walker and her in these 2 episodes, and also Sam and Bucky will fight Walker. So I think that that's like what's gonna happen, or maybe they can surprise us. I don't know.
I mean, like you said, we are gonna get a showdown between like Falcon, Winter Soldier, and what I always forget his name, John Walker.
Yeah.
Just because he's now a super soldier, he's gonna go bad rogue. However, his ego is gonna be even more hurt if they dismantle his Captain America appearance. If they decide to do that, or maybe the government is gonna be like, you know what, Sam and Winter Soldier are yet again on the other side of the law. Go get them. So maybe that's gonna be one of the things that is gonna happen. But like I said, I honestly don't know where this show is going because there's a lot of things still open. Only 2 more episodes. I mean, nobody knows what is Zemo plan. I don't know. I mean, yes, he doesn't want any super soldiers to live, to be around. So what, he's gonna try to kill John Walker and
Oh, definitely.
Flag Smashers.
Yeah.
So because in this episode he destroys all of the serum, or at least he thinks so.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We have to talk about something. Zemo takes the vibranium shield in his head. Like, how is that possible? When Walker throws it at him. Do you remember?
Yeah.
When he's stepping on the serum. Like, wouldn't that, like, tear the person's head off?
Yeah, true that. Because, I mean, he is a super soldier at that time. And also...
No, and not at that time. That's before.
Oh, no, that's before.
Oh
yeah, he's after.
But then when he, like, even in the first episode or in the second one, we see him like training from all of those shots. That shield has power.
I mean, maybe it's just thick skull. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, he was around Hydra, and knowing everything about Hydra, I wouldn't be surprised that at the end maybe he wants to be the ultimate and only super soldier.
I don't know.
I mean,
but no, I think that would kind of go against this character.
Yeah, it would go, but also like his only goal in life was kind of like destroying the super soldier program and destroying all the super soldiers. So I am honestly interested and intrigued. What is his plan? Because Zemo has something else up his sleeve, or what he's trying to do. I don't think it's just this like one goal that he is kind of saying that he's trying to do. So I don't know. Isaac says,
What?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. Read it.
I think Zemo will get away with it, and maybe he'll be part of the Thunderbolts Marvel Suicide Squad. Well, yeah, Thunderbolts are a theme in the comics created by Thunderbolt Ross, who I think at the end becomes Red Hulk, but I don't know if that's gonna happen.
I was just about to say, what if William Hurt is Power Broker? I don't think that would make sense.
Yeah, but if he is, I don't think then he's not gonna be revealed, because he is in Black Widow.
Yeah, I know that he's in the Black Widow, but you don't think he can be in this show?
I mean, he can be in this show, but I don't think if maybe it's gonna be foreshadowed that he is the power broker.
Yeah, but Black Widow is before this, so
It is before it is, but you're kind of like, oh, you're a bad guy.
yeah. But I mean, he was pretty shady.
Yeah, but
Also
he
in
was a
Civil
government
War.
person, so
Yeah, yeah, I get it. I
if
get
he
it. But I
were,
mean, I wouldn't go past them. That the government is trying to
yeah,
recreate the super soldier
yeah,
serum. So yeah,
that wouldn't be surprising at all. And also, if John Walker stays alive, they have blood like
yeah.
that, and they can recreate it. They just need to find another scientist because nobody
Mhm.
is alive. Well, we don't know where Armin Zola is, in what computer he is. So, and there were some speculations that Zola is gonna be appearing in this. Maybe Power Broker is Zola, but he's just.
I don't know.
I
I don't
mean,
know if they're going to bring back Zola.
there's
I mean,
another
they
thing
could.
from the comics. I mean, I'm gonna educate you a bit. Like the
Mhm.
ultimate form of Zola is like this robotic, I don't know, character that he walks
I,
around and has a screen and you can see Zola.
yeah, I don't think that will fit in this show.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
who knows?
It kind of stood out in the Winter Soldier already with that Zola computers and
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, yeah, sure. Chris Sanchez says if he was a super soldier, he would have decapitated Zemo, but because he wasn't yet, he just knocked him out, in my opinion. Well, true, but also it's a vibranium shield.
But doesn't that also in the you do you remember the final trailer
Yeah,
when the beginning when Sam throws the shield, it kind of like sticks in the
yeah,
tree.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he will, I don't know, get the serum by the end of the show, but that also has some kind of power. So
I
that's
mean,
in to the head. Would Yeah,
in this episode, we can see that Sam is kind of against the super serum. He like Zemo asks him, "Would you take it?" and he immediately says no because he thinks that there's other ways that to solve problems, not just with
hmm
blood. And I like that he was kind of like outing him out to be a god, like
yeah.
saying like stuff that like he's a god. So I like that. But yeah,
That was a setup. That could have been a setup. Maybe he will have no other choice but to take it.
true. May I mean, I mean that I don't know. I have a feeling. I had a feeling like in the first episode, the first two episodes, that Sam will survive this show. Yes, but I don't know if Bucky will.
Of course he will.
I mean,
I
no.
told you that's gonna be the last shot of them in front of the house when he's like, "Oh, we look damn good, though," and then he
Yeah,
will
but
walk away, and at the end, post-credit scene, setting up another show.
I mean, true. And also, if WandaVision doesn't really have potential for a second season, like you can make it, it's gonna be hard. We've got White Vision, and who knows where he is, and Wanda is gonna do her magic juju vuju with
Yeah.
Doctor Strange. This show has the potential to have 10 seasons because you can just make them go around the world and trying to fight all the threats that are more like not so magic vuju juju.
Yeah.
Isaac says maybe Sam will take the serum and he'll follow Steve's steps.
Yeah,
Could
I
be.
think he will. I
Maybe
think
he's
that he
gonna
will
take the
serum.
shield and be like, I wanna be Sam Wilson, the new Captain America, and gonna drink or inject the serum. Who knows?
Mm.
Yeah, but also the thing with serum is, I mean, not every subject survives.
Mhm.
So maybe John Walker is gonna just die at the end.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not that he's gonna be killed by anybody. Just
Yeah, you know what? We will probably do something like I think that Sam will be injured, and I think that he will, it's gonna be he will have no other choice but to take the serum, and it will kind of give him
could be,
power.
could be.
At the end of Logan when he's in the woods, all weak and stuff, and he takes the what is he taking in that movie? Does he have like?
I don't know.
Doesn't he take like some kind of?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
takes something to be more angry.
Yeah, yeah. You took all the medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
There
it for
there
me.
is something, yeah, there. But yeah, I mean, I am surprised how much open things we still have in the show, and we have only 2 more episodes,
Yeah,
which
I like that. I like
I
that.
like that as well. But I hope that it's not gonna be crammed into those 2 episodes, and it's gonna be just like too much of information, and it would feel that we would need 2 more episodes, that it would flow better. Because if there's one big issue that we have with the show is pacing.
Yeah,
It's kind of like slow and very dialogue heavy, moving characters to something, like exploring what they feel, and then we get so much action, another plot,
yeah.
and another
And then
plot.
just skipping major moments. Yeah,
And also, one thing that I have to point out, uh, I don't like that Sam's sister is just a plot device.
yeah, yeah,
If you introduce like his family, and that his family means a lot to him, and that he's trying to help them, or make it more interesting, or make them more important, because so far she called him when she shouldn't. Well, she didn't know, yes,
yeah.
but it was kind of like, oh
She,
shit.
she was kind of reversed Deus ex machina, or what's that expression? She was a mirror image of that.
I mean, in the 3rd episode, she was kind of like this shit moment. I mean,
Yeah,
oh shit, this is happening. And in this one, she was kind of, yet again, plot device to get Sam back to Carly. So I
yeah.
don't want to see that. Use it in a more meaningful way, or don't use it at all. Yeah, I mean, I like this episode and I like the show, but it has much more plot problems than WandaVision did, for me at least. I think the writing at times is kind of all over the place, and they're trying to find a focus, and they still didn't. I mean, because
Yeah.
if, I mean, where would you say right now the focus of the show is?
Yeah, well,
It's hard to say.
yeah, seeing this episode, I think that it's a conflict within the John Walker. I would say that that's like the main antagonistic force, between them and Walker. I think that they are very much struggling with the flag smashers here. I think that that's the biggest problem here. A little too many, I don't know, too many stuff. Zemo, Walker, flag smashers. Uh, there needs to be a little more focus, or a little more connectivity between those steps.
And also, I mean, they just need to. I mean, they gave Flag Smashers, especially Carly Morgenthau, in this episode, much more purpose and meaning for the next 2 episodes. She just killed his best friend.
That's
So,
right.
yeah, now he's gonna try to chase her, probably kill her, and maybe he's gonna be successful, because I honestly don't want to see more of Flag Smashers, at least in this way. So
Mhm.
if they kill Carly Morgenthau off, I would be like, sure, yeah, don't
But
care.
I think that will make her a good guy. I think it's written all over this episode.
Yeah,
I
but that's
think it's
kind
a little
of
setup.
basic, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not like MCU like changes the formula constantly.
Yeah, true that, true that. Maybe
So
we were kind of, what's the phrase? Uh, oh my god.
hoping for, or
No, no,
what?
no. How do you say razvajan in English?
Oh, we are spoiled.
We were spoiled, but not in a. Oh my god, yeah. Now the problem is spoilers are a thing. Spoiled in a way that that WandaVision was so good and so different, and it works. It works so much for us and for a
Yeah,
lot
but
of
then
people.
but then at the end, it also kind of went back into that
Yeah,
standard
but it
MCU
didn't.
formula.
I didn't mind it because.
Oh, yeah, but it did.
Yeah, yeah, but it did.
You
Yeah,
didn't mind it, you mean?
yeah, I didn't mind
Yeah.
it because they decided to go in such a clever and different way with WandaVision that I was like, I'm blown away already. So if you're gonna make those 2 characters just fight in the air and throwing some purplish bulbs,
Yeah.
I don't care. I liked it. And at the end, I think what Wanda did with Agatha, I think it was smart not kill her, or she gave her a prison that she created, kind of like her own, like it was kind of like a circle, so it worked.
Yeah, and also what I'm trying to say, what made Agatha such a better villain, in my opinion? She was way more charismatic.
True. And also,
I don't think that either of the actors from Flag Smashers, I don't think any of them are like
charismatic.
They're just they
There.
just sit around or stand around and just here and there they just say something.
I mean,
You know,
that guy, he read a message from a telephone 3 times already.
yeah.
So I'm kind of like, and also, WandaVision had 2 villains, let's say, like Agatha and that sword guy that I'm saying
Okay.
he's gonna be back.
But that's not the villain. Yeah, he's a power broker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would be
that's not
fun.
the villain. I think that Agatha was the main,
But
just the only
here
villain.
we have Flex.
White Vision.
Yeah, but White Vision was just for 1 episode. He was just a device
Yeah,
to.
yeah, but Agatha was for like 2
Yeah.
or 3 episodes. Yeah,
Yeah, but she was doing
two and
a lot
half.
of things in the first
That's
few
right.
episodes.
Yeah,
So she was kind of manipulating with her this whole time. But in here, we have Flag Smashers, whose purpose is trying to help people, but on the other hand, killing everybody in their way to help their own kind, or the way they say it. Then we have John Walker now, of course, and Zemo.
and that's working. And
John Walker is
Walker's
working.
arc is working. Yeah, it's great.
And we have Zemo, who is not a villain in this show, at least not yet, but we know him as a villain who broke Avengers apart, which is a huge deal. So I am just waiting what Zemo's plan is. If at the end Zemo was just this plot device to get them from one place to another, they completely misused Zemo, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not suspecting that he has any bigger plan. I think that his motivation is still the same from Civil War. That we saw it in this episode. He was destroying the serum, and he will. I don't know if he will try to go after Bucky. I don't know about that, but I think that that's his main purpose. I don't think that he has anything other to do. If they make him the power broker, I don't think that would make sense.
I mean,
It wouldn't make sense. He hates super soldiers. He shot them all. Why would he try to make more of that serum? That absolutely
as
makes
a
no sense.
contingency plan.
No. Believe me, if they do that, it would be weird. I don't. They can explain themselves, but I don't. From the motivations that we got in Civil War, I don't think so.
I would like to ask the chat, who you think is the main villain of the show, or who do you think is gonna be at the end, like this big bad? Is it John Walker? Is it Zemo? Or is it Flag Smashers? Let us know in the chat. But also Isaac says, I think Marvel is starting taking risk in their projects, and I'm now imagining the Moon Knight show with Oscar Isaac. It's gonna be dark and bloody, and Marvel is aware they have a more adult audience. Yeah, I mean, Moon Knight is a very interesting character, even though Oscar Isaac hasn't been confirmed. I think I saw like this training.
Yeah, I think
montage.
I think it's pretty much confirmed.
Yeah, but it wasn't confirmed by Kevin Feige, and the only guy that I would say.
You say you believe him, and then every other week you say that you don't believe anything that he's saying. So
he makes me confusion. Chris Sanchez said, "What did you guys think about the use of the Dora Milaje? It was amazing. They're definitely getting their own show."
Oh, you think so? Oh yeah, I mean Ryan Coogler is making a Wakanda show, right?
Yeah, I think it was announced. Like,
Yeah.
I think so. I think they spiced up the show a lot. I mean, it's
a spicy meatball.
it's a spicy meatball. But I think that they were an amazing addition because.
Yeah, I love them.
I mean, we didn't like the third episode, and we were like, let's hope they're...
But right at the end, where it became awesome, it was over.
It was over, yeah. So seeing them back, and completely understandable why they are back, because first they they don't understand why Winter Soldier would release him with everything that he's done, and also he killed T'Chaka. So, I mean, understandable why they're back, and they are so badass that yeah, I like them a lot. And also we name drop Shuri. She was mentioned. Ultron was mentioned again. Ultron is power broker.
Yeah, Ultron is having so much. They're mentioning him a lot in the Phase 4
Yeah.
in every project so far.
And we kind of got to Ultron in WandaVision, kind of, with White Vision for a second.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, White Vision was what Ultron wanted, but at the end, the normal Vision said like, no, 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 no.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch your forehead.
Touch my spaghetti. But yeah, so a lot of things are still open. I'm excited because this episode was amazing and the best so far. If we get more of these things and more clarification, let's say, it would be nice. And we've got 2 more 45-minute long episodes. Another question, because we are only 2 more, there's 2 more left. What do you think the post-credit scene is gonna be? So far we didn't get any.
Yeah.
Do you think the next one is gonna have it?
I don't know. I think if I would have to say now, I think that only the last one will have 2 post-credit scenes. I think we will. It could be something from Black Widow. I don't know what. Maybe it will be a setup for where we are going to see Sam and Bucky, or Sam or Bucky, like
Next,
one of them. Yeah, I think that Sam could show up in Armored Wars.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah, that's probably coming out next year, I think.
Yeah, something
but I
like
wouldn't
that.
be surprised if that happens.
I don't think we'll set up Loki, right? Because it's
I don't
such
think it's so different. I mean, Black Widow
Maybe-
is happening between
Civil War and Infinity War,
Civil War and Infinity
And
okay.
I don't know if that rumor with Florence Pugh is true. Maybe she could be an after credit scene.
She's
maybe
power
something to do with Hawkeye. Maybe.
I mean, we are getting like this year still like Black Widow, like movies. Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, and probably Spider-Man. I'm still not sure if Spider-Man is gonna come out this year. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then we are getting Loki. Then we are getting what's the animated? Yeah, What If?
What If?
But What If is separate thing. I mean, yes, it's canon, but it's completely.
Do you think that will be popular?
It's Marvel.
Yeah, I know, but I hope that people won't be too weirded out by that. Hey, it's a side. Yeah, it's not important. I think.
I mean, the hardcore fans are gonna watch it. That's for sure.
Oh yeah,
But
I mean, of course, yeah. I mean, in general.
But in general, it could have a smaller viewing.
Yeah.
Just because they said it doesn't connect to anything. Like, it is a part of MCU, and it opens the multiverse because of the Watchers and all those things. But it's alternate versions of characters that we are not gonna see in the live action stuff. And also, I don't know how many episodes are we getting there. So, because
I think it's like 18 or something.
Yeah, I heard 20, something like that.
Oh, 20, yeah.
So, and I don't know how long those episodes are gonna be. But because it is a completely new venue, like animated things that MCU hasn't done so far, I think that if it really works, like what the stories that we are gonna get, I think it can be like this sleeper hit in a way.
Sleeper.
I don't know why I said it like that.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be popular. But maybe people who watch all the movies and go to theaters just because they like Marvel movies, not because they're fans of MCU and know how the stuff connect, I don't think those people are gonna watch it. And I don't know how many people even know outside this MCU Marvel bubble that What If is actually coming out. So
Oh, I know so many people that don't even know about WandaVision and
yeah,
the
true
Falcon
that.
and Winter
True that.
Soldier. So yeah,
Isaac says, what if shows some stories from the multiverse that people are talking like a mirror world? Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
sure.
we know that we are getting Peggy Carter as Captain America or Captain Britain. We know that we are getting Black Panther as Star Lord. We are gonna get Zombie Captain America. What was in the trailers? Two Doctor Strange, like
Yeah,
fighting. So yeah, there's a lot of potential there to go really crazy. And they'll show in the movies if the multiverse is shown, of course. Yeah, I don't think that.
maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
maybe. I mean, just like a snippet, like when Doctor Strange is doing his circle things and going through all the universes, there is a
You know,
potential.
when he's saying hi to Toby and
Yeah,
Andrew, you know, maybe we will see Haley Atwell there also.
yeah, as Captain Britain, yeah, that potentially, but not like as a plot point or something huge in live action. I don't think
Yeah,
that's
do,
gonna happen.
do you think those will be like 20-minute episodes?
I
What
think
if?
so. I think so.
Yeah, because
2025,
it
something
would
like
be a
that.
little too much if it would be like 40, right?
I
I mean,
mean,
I don't know.
I mean,
We'll see.
yeah. I mean, if there go full-fledged stories to like explain how Peggy Carter becomes Captain Britain, then 45 minutes long
Yeah.
episodes. If they're just like this random adventures, and also we don't know if we are getting multiple episodes of Captain Britain, or that means
Yeah.
just only one
Yeah.
episode. We don't know
I
that.
mean, if it's 20, I mean, I don't know. This is about Falcon and Winter Soldier.
We're gonna talk about What If as well, so don't worry
Oh,
about
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because we are gonna talk about all of those shows and all about those movies. Hopefully, we're gonna see Black Widow in the theaters. If not, Disney Plus it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall thoughts, ending thoughts for The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 4.
Yeah, great episode. I'm really looking forward to see more of that. I hope that the pacing kind of improves, but I don't know if it will, because you know it feels like the episodes still do feel kind of long, don't you think? Because of the pacing. Because of the pacing.
I wouldn't say so, but I can see
You wouldn't say
like
so?
no,
Okay.
I don't have the problem with that. I just have the problem how the pacing is, but I don't think that
Yeah.
episodes are too long.
Yeah, I definitely do feel the pacing a little bit.
Yeah, my final thoughts. I think this is the best episode so far. I'm excited to see what the next 2 episodes are gonna be, of course. But I honestly do hope there's gonna be much more clarity what the show was about. Because if WandaVision was really about Wanda and Vision, this so far, yes, the first 2 episodes were really about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now they're just about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. The focus is needed here.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think that, yeah.
I hope that the Yori storyline comes back with Bucky.
Oh, yeah, nah, I doubt it. I think
Yeah.
maybe in the last episode, this is gonna be like his big, like, conclusion. Like, he defeats.
Conclusion.
Conclusion. He defeats John Walker, Flag Smashers are over, and he goes back to his last, like, part in the book that he has. And he's gonna tell Yori what happened. Which yet again is gonna be sad, and I don't like sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, if the chat has anything else to add, please do let
Say
us
it.
know. If you have any big theories, yeah, people are saying that a big cameo or big in quotations is coming in the next episode. I don't know
I
what
mean,
that means.
the writer said that there's a cameo that's gonna make people cry. So I don't know. Is it Chris Evans? Why? I don't know.
I mean, no, it's not gonna be Chris Evans. I don't
Yeah,
think so.
that's a big promise. Like, don't say that.
I mean,
Like, if it's just I don't know, White Vision, like, don't say stuff like that.
okay, a question. What cameo would make you cry besides Captain America coming back?
I don't know, probably Black Panther.
Oh, damn. in a flashback that he. Do
I
you
don't know. It could be the modern time.
but do you think that Chadwick Boseman shot something before his
I mean,
his sad
they were
passing?
shooting this in 2019.
Oh
So
my god! Well, yeah, that would make I'm getting chills right now if that happens. Oh my god!
but I took, but I seeing this episode, maybe I'm going a little further from that because I think that we are done with the Wakanda's inclusion in this show. But still,
I mean, I don't
people are
think
saying it could be like Chris Evans, but I don't know.
if it's Chris Evans, bring the grandpa version.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, if it is, it's the old version.
Yeah. And also,
But-
Chris Sanchez says Old Cab will show up. I mean, yeah, but how? Why? First of all, why?
I don't know.
Do you think like Sam is gonna be? I know where he is, and we need some advice. Maybe he has more super serum.
No.
I mean, you said that Sam is gonna take the super serum because he
Yeah,
needs
because-
to, but there's no
Yeah,
super serum anymore.
I think that by the end of the show, I think that we'll have a new scientist. There is definitely some more of the.
Do you think
serum
Isaiah
out
Bradley is gonna come back?
there. I don't know. I don't think so.
Do you think maybe that's not the big cameo, but big surprise that we're gonna see Isaiah Bradley in his costume fighting like he did when he was Captain America?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that's cameo.
It's not a cameo, but it is a big deal.
Definitely. I don't think we will see that. I don't know about the cameo. Yeah.
So Mephisto, you say?
yeah. I don't. It would make the most sense right now would be Old Cap,
Yeah, but why?
but I mean, can you think of any other cameo that would make people cry? That would make the most sense here.
I mean, Iron Man.
Yeah, but it's not that connected to Bucky and Sam.
Maybe if they bring up back like their parents.
Bring her back.
I don't know what did I just say. Bring her back.
The parents. Yeah,
the parents.
I don't know. I don't care. If it's another engineer thing, it's gonna be a cameo, and it's gonna be I don't know. Just keep talking about stuff, and I'm gonna think of a very random character from MCU.
I mean, I'm trying to think. Let us know in the chat.
If it's Ralphie from the Christmas story, that was in Far From Home, the guy with glasses.
Yeah.
If that's the cameo and he makes another serum, I'm gonna be like, come on, guy. I mean, come on.
Let us know in the chat what cameo or what character, if she appears, would make you cry. I think that the best cry option is Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther.
But
I mean, at the end, it would make sense if it is him. I mean, he wants Black Zemo. What the fuck?
oh my god.
Oh my god. If he wants Zemo because T'Chaka. I mean, he killed T'Chaka. I don't know. I mean, that was the biggest lapsus ever. Oh my god. Timothy React says, love this episode. Next episode will be even more bloody.
Nice. Timothy Reacts, a fellow YouTuber.
Fellow YouTuber, welcome to the stream.
To this thing.
Yeah, to this thing where I just said Black Zemo.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just lost my train of thoughts because I said the thing. What was I saying?
If T'Challa would want Zemo back, because he killed T'Chaka.
Okay. Don't worry, Mario. Black Zemo will be in What If. I think I just created a meme, my first ever meme. Oh my god, that was awesome. Yeah, but
if you would have a humongous audience that would be. That
Yeah,
people
Black
would already
Zemo
be
would be
making.
everywhere. Imagine
Yeah.
1 million subscribers and I say Black Zemo on a stream, people would go crazy.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my god, that would be awesome. But it's still awesome, even though I don't have 1 million subscribers. Uh,
You would already be cancelled. People would already be canceling
yeah,
you.
and I
every
just
possible thing.
my words went everywhere, and I said the most ridiculous thing at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyway, yes, I think that Chadwick Boseman would make a lot of sense, and it would make me cry. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm gonna start crying right now.
Yeah, because
just thinking about it.
it would be meaningful. I mean, oh my god, yeah, I got chills. I just got chills talking about it.
Yeah.
So I'm rooting now for that to happen. But
Yeah,
also,
but you know,
Old
if
Cap
it
would
doesn't
be amazing.
happen, but if it doesn't happen, we will once again be disappointed.
It's gonna be Mephisto.
Yeah, of course, it's gonna be Al Pacino. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, oh, I'm Mephisto. Oh,
Imagine that
give me that shield.
Power Broker is Mephisto. And also Al Pacino. I mean,
Ooh, do we have some more serum?
oh my god.
That would be amazing. Where is Black Zemo?
This stream just went bananas.
Ooh, ah.
Ooh, ah. Oh my god.
I would love Al Pacino in MCU. Are you kidding me?
It would be amazing. And
Yeah.
imagine if in What If Zemo is actually Black Zemo. I would cry. I would honestly cry.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, that was funny. But yeah, final thoughts. We said it. We are very excited for the next 2 episodes. Of course, we're gonna do the stream yet again. We're gonna talk about it like always. Probably mumble too much. We are already 1 hour and 11 minutes in, saying nonsense pretty much. Isaac says Al Pacino saying, "Hey Sam, say hello to my little friend." Yeah, I mean, where do you know where the rumor came from? Like, why was Al Pacino in WandaVision?
Because at one point years ago he said, you know, I really enjoy those Marvel movies, and people were like, oh my god,
It's Al Pacino.
Everybody just went, that means that he's in the Marvel movies.
I mean, yeah, that's crazy, honestly.
You know, Kevin Feige at one point on the street said hi to Robert De Niro. That
Yeah.
means that the Robert De Niro is now in MCU.
I mean, I'm kind of like, I'm afraid for Kevin Feige to ever say any words to anybody. Just imagine he's walking down the street and he sees, I don't know who, Charlie Sheen. I don't know why was he the first
boy.
person to come up.
Oh boy.
And imagine people go crazy. I mean, oh no.
Ooh, Charlie Sheen would be great John Walker. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he's a dick in real life, so.
He would decapitate that flag smasher and be like, winning.
Talking about that decapitation, another
Was it the decapitation?
we don't see it, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
I would say that scene was kind of weirdly edited. In
Oh
my
yeah,
opinion.
I mean yeah,
I know it's Disney, and they're not allowed to show like very bloody things.
But that shot with the bloody shield, that was
that
pretty
that,
risky.
that was menacing and brutal. I like that.
Yeah,
shot.
and risky for Disney.
Yeah, as well. And like Isaac mentioned before, that they are really trying with these shows going more adult and not just this like bam explosion here, and they are really trying to give the characters depth and give them bigger meanings and story that is not so on the nose, I will say. But yeah, I think that's enough for this. Chat, yet again, if you have anything to add, let us know. We are gonna be here for 1 more minute. If not, we're gonna say goodbye. And of course, tune in next Friday, 8 p.m. Central European time. That's our time, so you have to find out what that means for your time.
Nobody knows that time.
Yeah, I mean, we are in some weird time zone that nobody else has except us.
Yeah.
So people are always like, when's that? if you go on my scheduled stream, because I always schedule the stream, you're gonna see when it is in your time.
your time.
In your time. So that's one of the ways to find out when I'm streaming, but it's always Friday. So tune in for that. Like we said, Loki, all of those things we are gonna do recaps as well. If Black Widow comes out not in theaters here, we are gonna probably do the reaction for it, and then afterwards spoiler review.
But I think that we will pretty much do the reaction either way. Like if we see it in the
true
theater,
that.
then we'll just do a second time watching on our channels.
On our channels. So tune in for that as well. Coming out July 9th. Finally, we have the date. We know that it's coming out. The pandemic is, let's say, finally kind of calming down, hopefully, which means I really do hope that the theaters open really soon.
Yeah, and that's a good sign. If Spider-Man does move, it's gonna move only for 1 week.
Yeah, probably.
Because Sony likes doing that in the last week.
Yeah,
so that's gonna happen.
Because I just want to experience movies again in the theaters.
Yeah,
and even though
I cannot wait, man.
I mean, I really enjoyed Godzilla vs Kong and and also the little things. Is it the little things?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm very excited for Mortal Kombat. I want to see those movies on the big screen because that's the way. This
is the way.
This is the way, of course. But TV shows, home, like on this chair that I'm right now, and doing reactions for it. So don't worry, that's gonna continue moving forward. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Matisse, for being here. Thank you for talking nonsense like always.
No problem.
Yeah.
Turkish delight all the way.
Yeah, Turkish delight.
Turkish
hashtag
delight.
it in the chat. Hashtag Turkish delight, the best sweet ever. Even though, do we have it here in Slovenia?
I have no idea, but don't give sweeties to little kids. Don't be like Zemo.
Yeah, if you give them, don't do it in a creepy way.
Yeah. Don't sing before you.
Yeah. Don't do Baba Black Sheep or any other songs. Even if you sing Born This Way or whatever.
Oh wow.
But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you, chat. Thank you, everybody who tuned in. And we see you next Friday, 8 p.m. Central European Time. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Ooh-ah.